So I kind of just wanted to come on here and level with you guys for a little bit because I just got an email from YouTube and I don't recognize ever getting one of these kinds of emails before. I'm thinking this might be the first year that they've done this. I just can't remember another year in which they've given these kinds of statistics and everything, but I don't know. I just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit because this email, honestly, when I saw it, it kind of stunned me, right? Because like I don't know, I do check like my YouTube analytics and stuff to like, make sure that like I'm doing what I need to be doing and like seeing what I need to be seeing and things like that. But I don't ever really go in depth with it, right? Like I never try and like sit there and like hyper focus on them because I feel like almost obsessing over the numbers in a way is extremely unhealthy and at the same time can even be detrimental because it's like, at the end of the day, man, I just want to make videos, right? Like I'm not here to do like a bunch of ridiculous, crazy things. I mean, I think I'm pretty content with just making content and hoping that it does well and just making what I'm enjoying making and things like that. But when you see the kinds of numbers that I saw, man, it definitely kind of takes your breath away and it makes you think a little bit. So I don't know, man. 2020 has been a horrible year, right? The amount of things that we've had to go through collectively as a society has just been completely pretty much unprecedented, right? Like this is definitely the weirdest year in my lifetime, and I'm sure it's the same for many of you as well. But at the same time, I feel like 2020 has been the best, craziest year of my life, if that makes any sense. For the last 3 or so months, I'm not gonna lie, I've struggled, man. It's been hard, and I've resorted to doing a lot of stupid stuff, and I don't really want to get too in-depth with it here in a video or anything crazy like that, but I mean, it's been a rough 3 months for me, man, and I've noticed that, like, my, I wouldn't say passion for YouTube, but, like, my ability to, like, actually really do anything has kind of taken a pretty big hit. Like, I'm in a mentality where I want to upload, like, 3 times a day, but sometimes I just can't even find the energy to do one video, and it's hard, because when you're in a mentality where, like, I'm super competitive and I'm very self-critical, and when you're in that kind of mindset 24/7, it's almost a curse because when you're not doing what you expect yourself to be doing, right? Like, you just feel horrible about yourself, and it gets kind of to the point where you tear yourself up a little bit, and it's not something that you can help. People are always like, "Oh, well, don't beat yourself up too bad. Don't beat yourself up. Don't worry too badly about it." That shit just isn't really possible for someone like me, man. And if I could, I would turn it off. If I could turn off the hyper competitiveness to beat the previous records that I've set or to try and push things to another level, I would do that if I need to. But you just can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That mentality is a lot of the reason why I am where I am today at the age of 20, with over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, because, I've focused so hard on doing all these things that I've wanted to do, and I've broken through. But man, when you go through a mental cycle like this where you just feel horrible all the time, it really beats you up. And when I saw these numbers, I recognized a lot, man, and it made me think. So, according to this email here, okay, I joined YouTube 3,171 days ago, which was all the way back in 2012, which I already remembered. I didn't need to be reminded of that, I guess. But from my first video upload until now, people have liked my videos almost 13 million times. There's been 2.7 million comments and over 500,000 video shares, which that alone, right, is just, it was completely unfathomable to 12-year-old Optimus, right, making this channel, that would ever be something that I ever had an opportunity to do. But I've come to recognize that a lot of this came in 2020, right? Because, we're pushing the end of the year. I guess a lot of people are kind of self-reflecting on how the year went. I never really went into that mode, right? I've just been trying to focus on getting out of this several-month rut that I've been in, right? And just focusing on getting back to where I want to be. But looking back at it, man, 2020 really was an insane year, and it was something that I think I overlooked a little bit. So over half of my progress pretty much on YouTube came this year alone, out of all these years I've been doing YouTube, which is something that never really registered with me. So in 2020, there were, as of right now, basically, 593,528 new subscribers to the channel here, and 158.4 million new views, which I can't even, that number is like so large that it's like hard for the brain to quantify. That's almost like really pushing it. That's almost 250 million views on one channel. You know what I'm saying? A 20-year-old in Ohio in a spare bedroom that he's converted into like a studio room coming from a working class family where, like, I think 2 people in my family have ever even gone to college, from a place where a quarter of the people live in poverty. I mean, it's a blessing to say the least, you know what I'm saying? And even though, like, sometimes I focus too much on, like, the shit going wrong, and I don't focus enough on things like that, you know, the numbers here are just completely insane. Apparently, 15.1 million hours worth of my content was watched this year, and over 5,100 minutes of content was uploaded onto my channel this year. And so I did some rough math here, right? 5,102 minutes is about 85 hours worth of videos uploaded to this channel alone. That doesn't even count, like, you know, the side channel, any of the music that I've been making, any of the time I've been putting into merchandise that I design, anything else, you know, the streaming, any of it, okay? 85 hours worth of content. I'm gonna say I'm pretty pleased with that, but I can't even imagine how many hours I've actually put into this whole thing this year worth of time, you know, editing, writing scripts for the videos that need them, going through analytics, reading comments, literally all of it, man. I can't even imagine how much time I've put into this. So another big thing I also want to point out, apparently we raised $5,561.43 for charity on YouTube this year through fundraising videos, which is pretty good, right? I mean, that's a pretty good chunk of change. And it's things like that, man, that, you know, you don't recognize it's all really happening while it's happening, I feel like. I don't know if you guys understand, like, not being in a creator's perspective, but, like, when you're making videos, dude, you're not really thinking of, like, all the numbers in the background, you know what I'm saying? Usually, like, when I'm focused in on videos or whatever, I'm focused in on that video. I'm not focused on the idea of, like, hey, there's, like, 3,000 people watching my video literally in 1 minute after it comes out from notifications or anything crazy like that, right? Like, the fact that I can easily pull, like, anywhere from 25 to 60,000 views in an hour is just absolutely psychotic, you know? And I've been thinking over this, since I got this email yesterday, I've been thinking that if for 3 months I've been going through, like, this fucked up time, you know, where I can't utilize my full motivation, where I can't utilize the full extent of what I want to do, imagine the kind of shit I can do with a full year of just going my hardest, you know what I'm saying? And a full year of just, you know, uploading as many videos as I want to, getting videos out daily, not taking, you know, 2 or so weeks off in the middle of a month at random, things like that. If I can do that, imagine what these numbers could have been. Imagine what I could have done. And that's what I'm kind of focused on now, because, like, we're obviously in this transitional period where we're heading into a new year and everything, and we're all really just hoping that 2021 will be better than 2020. But, like, I'm really focused on making sure that, at least for myself, that's the case, right? I'm really hoping over these next few weeks that I can kind of mentally reset in a way to a point where I can just tackle 2021 head on and not really have to worry about much, and that would be ideal. I'm not sure how necessarily realistic that is, but I guess we're gonna figure that one out as time goes on. And I mean, the truth is, and I don't want to sit here and be that guy, but the truth is like, this all really couldn't have happened if, like, you guys weren't watching my videos. Now, I hate when people say that YouTubers are made by their fans, because that's absolutely not true. At least it's not fully true. In all reality, it's like a 50-50 split. I mean, all the time that I put into content, I think, paid off, right? All the time that I put into these videos definitely paid off, and my life has been changed by it. But at the end of the day, right, like, if people aren't watching the videos, then, like, this all really could never have happened, right? And so, like, I don't know how 2021 is going to turn out. I don't know how I'm going to feel or what's going to happen. But at the end of the day, man, I really don't want to focus on the bad aspects of what could happen, right? I don't want to think about how I could fuck up or how I could blow this opportunity, because in all reality, man, I really didn't even hit my full potential this year, because, you know, I uploaded daily for a lot of the year, but I didn't upload 3 times a day for more than, like, maybe 2 to 3 months. And that's my goal going into 2021, is to get 3 videos a day out on the main channel pretty much every day. Obviously, I'm not going to make 365 days, but if I can hit like 320 days, 330 days, I would be very satisfied with that, which would mean that I'd be pushing 1,000 videos next year. But I mean, at the end of the day, dude, I think that's what I really need. I think somehow I need to just kind of kick myself in the ass and just kind of focus back on kind of killing this shit, because when I hit like 26 million views in the month of August, and like, that alone was just, that was enough to, like, justify everything. If you get 26 million views in a month, like, I think just because, like, that number is kind of, you know, unimaginable to a lot of people because of how large it actually is. Like, in all reality, man, you're like in the upper echelon of entertainment in all reality. I mean, there's really not that much shit out there getting 26 million views in a month. But I mean, I just wanted to kind of make this video to go back over everything and to thank you guys for the support this year. It's been incredible. I mean, I've gone through a lot, right, personally, and that's, I guess, okay, right? Like, it's not your guys' responsibility to give a shit about it or to worry in any way. But I'm hoping that 2021 I can make these numbers look like child's play. That would be absolutely fucking incredible. So I'd love to see where this all goes, and with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. Thank you to my channel members, your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, doing the unimaginable, I guess, and signing out.